After weeks of boos, complaints, furious players, fuming coaches, and fans being force-fed commercials in the middle of matches, FIFA has finally responded to the great hydration break disaster. And their response is genuinely incredible. FIFA has announced that it will analyze them. That's right. The organization that created the most hated rule of the entire World Cup is now going to launch a very serious, very thorough investigation into itself. Let that sink in for a second. The breaks that nobody asked for, that everybody despises, are now going to be carefully reviewed by the exact same people who invented them. So I think we all know how this investigation is going to end. But let's go through it anyway, because the things Gianni Infantino said while defending these breaks are some of the funniest, most insulting things FIFA has produced all tournament. First, a quick reminder of where we are. FIFA forced a 3-minute break into every single match at this World Cup, twice a game, in the 22nd and 67th minutes. 3 minutes, twice, in every match. And the reaction has been close to universal hatred. Players hate it. Coaches hate it. Fans hate it so much they have been booing the referee the moment he signals for the break. England manager Thomas Tuchel said it interrupts and changes the entire identity of the match. Uruguay's Marcelo Bielsa, one of the most respected minds in the sport, said splitting football into quarters adds nothing and takes away a lot. Even the coaches who support it, like Spain's Luis de la Fuente, can only manage a "well, it's fine in the heat," while openly asking why on earth they are stopping games in cool weather and inside air-conditioned, closed-roof stadiums. And that's the part that exposes the whole thing, because the official reason for these breaks is player welfare, the heat. Fair enough, when it's roasting, when players are genuinely cooking out there, nobody sane argues against a quick drink. If it's 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 40 degrees Celsius, give them 30 seconds, splash some water, protect the athletes. Of course, everyone agrees. But that is not what is happening. England drew with Ghana in perfectly comfortable temperatures, and the game still got stopped. Matches in Atlanta, played indoors under a roof with the air conditioning humming, in a stadium where the temperature is literally controlled by a machine, still stopped. For 3 minutes, twice. To protect players from a heat that does not exist inside a climate-controlled building. So already, the "it is about the heat" story has a giant hole in it. And when you point that out, FIFA reaches for excuse number 2, and this is where it gets truly special. Infantino's big argument is equal conditions. His logic goes like this. If FIFA only used the breaks in the hot games and not the cool ones, then a coach in a hot game would get a chance to talk to his players and make tactical adjustments, while a coach in a cool game wouldn't. And that would be unfair. So to be fair to everyone, they stop every game. Read that again, slowly, because Infantino just talked himself into a corner and didn't even notice. He's worried that a coach getting a 3-minute window to re-coach his team mid-half is a competitive advantage so unfair it must be standardized across all 104 matches, which is FIFA openly admitting that these breaks are tactical timeouts. The thing critics have been screaming for weeks, that this is American-style timeouts smuggled into football, Infantino just confirmed, while trying to defend it. He's not denying it's a coaching break. He's saying it's such a powerful coaching break that fairness demands everyone gets one. Congratulations, Gianni. You just argued the other side's case for them. But the real masterpiece, the line that deserves a standing ovation, is this one. Infantino looked the football world dead in the eye and insisted that FIFA makes absolutely nothing from these breaks. Zero. No additional revenue. This is not a financial issue for us, he said. For us, it is purely a sporting matter. His reasoning? All the broadcast contracts were signed well in advance, So FIFA isn't pocketing any new money from the ads running during the stoppages. Yeah, right. Let's deal with this, because it's an insult to everyone's intelligence. The BBC spoke to advertising experts who priced out exactly what these breaks are worth. A single 30-second ad slot during this World Cup on Fox Sports cost between $200,000 and $300,000. And that rockets up to $750,000 during USA matches and the later stages. Add it all up, and the advertising running during these hydration breaks is expected to generate more than $250 million in the United States alone. $250 million in fresh advertising inventory created out of thin air the moment FIFA decided to stop every match twice for 3 minutes. Now, is Infantino technically, narrowly, on a lawyer's reading, correct that FIFA itself might not see new money because the broadcast deals were already signed? Maybe. But come on. FIFA negotiates those broadcast deals. FIFA sells those rights. A product that suddenly contains $250 million of extra ad space is worth more next time the contracts are negotiated. And Infantino knows it. When he was asked about the broadcasters cashing in, he actually shrugged and said, "Broadcasters maybe, they generate more. I don't know, that's great for them." That's great for them. He created the ad slots, handed them to his broadcast partners, and called it a coincidence. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's a hydration break. So let's just lay it out plainly. Because the math is devastating. The players don't want it. The coaches don't want it. The fans are booing it in the stands. And FIFA swears up and down that it isn't making a cent from it. So I have one simple question. If absolutely nobody wants this, and nobody's even making money from it, then why does it exist at all? Why are we here? Why is the most watched sporting event on the planet being interrupted twice a half for a thing that, by FIFA's own account, benefits literally no one? Because the honest answer is the one Infantino will never say out loud. Somebody is making money. The tactical timeout cat is out of the bag, and $250 million in ad slots does not appear by accident. Which brings us back to the analysis. Because here's what's actually happening, and it's worse than it first sounds. When you read the fine print, FIFA isn't analyzing these breaks to get rid of them. Infantino said FIFA will study the experience and consider keeping hydration breaks for future World Cups. He's not reviewing whether they were a mistake. He's reviewing whether to make them permanent. And he's already lined up the spin to justify it. Suddenly, the breaks aren't just about heat anymore. Now Infantino claims they might be making the football better. Maybe the coach can reassess situations, the players get a little rest, and come back full speed. Is that bad? Maybe it's good, he said. He's now crediting these breaks for the high intensity of the tournament, suggesting the record-breaking pace of goals might be a bit thanks to this little break. From it's purely about the heat to actually it's improving the entire sport in the space of 1 week. So this is the trap. FIFA invents a deeply unpopular rule. Everyone hates it. FIFA promises to analyze it. And then, surprise, the analysis, conducted by FIFA, about FIFA's idea, reviewing whether FIFA should keep doing the thing FIFA already wants to keep doing, concludes that actually the breaks are wonderful, beloved, good for football, and definitely staying for 2030. When the suspect, the judge, and the jury are all the same organization, you don't need to wait for the verdict. You already know it. Here's the truth underneath all of it. There's a version of this everyone could live with. A short, genuine cooling break, only in genuinely dangerous heat, at the referee's discretion. The way football already did it for years before FIFA got involved. 30 seconds of water when players are melting. That's player welfare. That's sport. What we have instead is a mandatory 3-minute, every match, indoor and outdoor, hot and cold, ad-stuffed quarter break that the entire football world is begging FIFA to drop, and that FIFA is now analyzing with the obvious intention of keeping forever. FIFA is going to investigate the hydration breaks, and FIFA is going to find FIFA completely innocent. Do you buy a single word of Infantino's "we make zero defense," or is the $250 million number doing all the talking? Let me hear it below, and stick around if you want someone keeping score every time FIFA marks its own homework.